Hello everyone and welcome to an unboxing of Night Models miniature releases for the Batman miniature game from last month. They just arrived, again kind of syncing up with when they open up pre-orders for the next month's releases, or this month's rather, because May is all about Black Mask and his gang, etc. These were the April releases, and the most important thing in them is definitely Objective Card Set 1, which is a bunch of new objective decks for crews that needed them, and a re-release of all the existing ones, which if you already have them is kind of bad, but they have updated the text on some of them, made some of them clear, changed some of them, like valuable commodities has a different resource type now, and I've noticed, I looked at this just before we're starting recording, they are also mentioning their new app, which at time of recording still is not available, but I imagine the Black Mask releases for May, delivering in June, will be the first that don't have cards included with them, so you have to use the app, which I'm not super happy about, but hey. But along with this Objective Card Set 1, which I'm surprised at how small it is considering the number of cards in it, we also have the Year 1 Batman releases, a very interesting Batman, and then also Commissioner Gordon and Detective Flass from Year 1, either the comic book or the animated movie. So let's crack into this and see what it looks like. Okay, we have 3 poly-wrapped card sets. Okay, so that's got part of the new Cobra Cult objective deck in it, and then we have, well, that's potentially some of the generic character cards, and we also of course have, there's some of the Bane ones as well. Luckily I kept scissors next to me. I guess we'll start with the smallest and work our way along and see what they look like. Oh, actually this one's open. I can just tear it open, so I will. There we go. The cards, there's many, actually does it say in total how many cards you're getting in this? No, but you could probably do the maths, because each objective deck is 20, but then you've got the exclusive character ones. So yeah, you've got all the ones related to one of the 3 new decks included in this box, which is, oh, they're out of order, because now we're into League of Assassins, but Cults / Cobra Kuliyagi, or Yaga, I never remember. These actually feel slightly different. I'm not sure, I don't have any of the objective cards handy to compare, but they feel slightly different. They also might be a tiny bit smaller. No, I'm imagining things. So yeah, we've got the League of Assassins. As far as I'm aware, none of their cards got rewritten, but like the Snitch cards have been rewritten. Two-Face's cards, a couple of them have been changed. Yeah, okay, we've got all of them. And then we're into the generic decks. So there we go. Valuable commodities now as a resource is drawing cards, as opposed to when it was just related to plot decks, which basically no one used. So we've got another set of the neutral. I feel like the card doesn't feel the same to me, and obviously that's not going to translate in a video at all. Maybe that's what's throwing me off. This does not feel like the very strange but sturdy feeling cards they had before to me, but I might be wrong. I'm definitely going to compare off camera. So we have all the generic cards. Then we have some character cards at the back. Frank Miller Batman, Jason Todd, Commissioner Gordon, Showtime, which I thought would have been updated, but it hasn't. The new Catwoman, Killer Moth. I'm curious if there's any brand new ones. And the Batman Who Laughs ones, no, but I think there is some character ones in here as well. Very strange order to have them in. Doesn't seem like there's rhyme nor reason, but that's okay. Alright, let's crack into the next set and see what we have. Well, we know there's some character cards in here because Katana's here, so this one does require the scissors. Give me a second. There we go. It's going to be hard to go through this one because it is massive, but let's see. So we have Katana, we have Oracle, Birds of Prey rules, the Court of Owl deck, which has been available digitally for a while, but this is updated text on a few of the cards, including Lincoln Marsh's, which was desperately needed, and it's the first print run of them as well. So we have all the Court of Owl cards. At least they seem to be grouped together. Although that's it. Oh, I was going to say, where's the character cards? Like the first version of this card's text was hilariously bad. There's the courts, William Cobb, Calvin Rose, about how the hour markers work, and then the Two-Face deck. I think this is one of the cards that got reworded to kill them twice. I don't know offhand of any others specifically for him. Again, I need to compare. There's the Two-Face cards. And of course Sugar and Spice's cards. Hushes, his good side, bad side coins, his card. And then the Riddler, I don't know anything about the Riddler deck, honestly, so I couldn't tell you if anything's changed here. But yeah, all the Riddler cards seem to be together, so that's good. And his special character cards, Echo, Query, etc. How the Riddle markers work. And then we have the rest of the Cobra cards that should have been in that pile. So yeah, this is another one. Some of them are just generic cults, implying that they're going to add more cults, but most of these are for the Cobra cult specifically. Like this, for instance. And they don't have resource costs, they have faith costs to do special stuff. Yeah. Okay. So the other two new decks included in this lot must be in this final pile. Let's crack into them. Here we go. One moment with the scissors. Done and done. So this should be what? Soldiers of Fortune, the new Penguin deck, the new Organized Crime deck, and who am I forgetting? You know what, let's just see. So, again, Soldiers of Fortune, all the Bane cards. I don't think offhand any of these have had retranslations, nor did they really require them. So we'll get through these. Bane's card, Bird's card, Deathstroke the Terminator, have they updated this properly? Friendly model removes the enemy with the highest reputation, then remove... Yeah, I think they've worded that better because it needed to change. Yeah, now this is good. There is an Arkham Knight objective card and there is a Scarecrow objective card for Soldiers of Fortune that weren't included in the original release of the Soldier of Fortune objective deck. So thankfully they have included them this time, so if you have Arkham Knight as your leader, or you have Scarecrow in the crew as a sidekick or a leader, their cards are in. Excellent. So here is the new Organized Crime deck using art from The Long Halloween. Pretty much all of them do. Again, been available digitally for a while, but good to have a physical copy. Very interesting deck. Actually just used them in a tabletop simulator match last night and I was surprised at how kill focused they were. I thought they'd be more about like suspect markers and such, but maybe that's more Penguin's thing, I don't know. Ventriloquist, Black Mask, who's obviously getting a new miniature, and how their black market money works. And then the Penguin's cards, also going to be an interesting style. I think his objective deck seems pretty powerful to me, and easier to use than something like Two-Face's. So we have all his, and then Emperor Penguin's objective card, Loose Lips, Business Counters, which is his mechanic, and then, oh yeah, the Birds of Prey cards, that's what I was forgetting. So we have all the Birds of Prey. Again, don't think any of theirs got reworded. I feel like one of these like that needed changed personally, but that's just me. And then Frank. So they didn't include Joker and Batman because those re-releases are with the re-release of the Back to Gotham box. But if you're one of the first 200 to buy Year 1 Batman, I believe you get some objective cards included with him. So let me just get this out of the way and we'll take a look. Alright, let's see if they're included, because I got my order in very quickly, so I'd be exceptionally surprised if I didn't get the objective cards. Let's see. Yeah, there they are. So this is because in the Back to Gotham box, the Batman and Joker decks only went to 17 cards, and each exclusive deck is supposed to have 20, so you don't need to use generic cards. So these are the objective card missing from the Batman crew, and the objective card missing from the Joker crew, featuring his new girlfriend, what's her name? Punchline. I don't particularly like, but whatever. So this is Year 1 Batman, who is an exceptionally good Batman on paper, and he does not include a stat card. That hurts. So it's actually this release that no stat cards are included. You have to use the app. That's especially bad because say I got this painted up in a day or two. I can't use them because, well, I guess you could print off his stat card, couldn't you? But I can't use them because there's no card, and I can't use them in the sense that the Night Models app isn't available yet. So I'd have to like just print off his card, I guess, which is rubbish, honestly. So that's the bit of rubble he's standing on. It's a reference to the section in Year 1 where he's in like the apartment building that's falling apart and the SWAT team's bearing down on him. And then he beats up that one particular guy who is going to shoot a cat. It's a really good comic and also a good animated movie if you've never seen either. Lot of Flash to clean up on him. Oh, there's going to be a lot of Flash on Flash. That'll be fun. But other than that, fine. Sucks that you don't get stat cards. I like physical stat cards. It's a preference. I'm aware apps are the wave of the future and whatnot, and this means they can patch the game easier because they can just update digital stat cards by like clicking a few keys. That's great, but I really do wish, and I actually hope that some third parties continue to produce physical stat cards, honestly. But yeah, really cool looking miniature. I love the pose they went with. It's one of the best scenes in the story that it's a reference to. I can't show you his stat card now to talk about it, which sucks, but he, on paper, seems like he'll be very powerful, but if you take him as your leader, you actually have to nominate someone else because he's kind of like skulking around. So he synergizes very, very well with the Year 1 Gordon, and the Back to Gotham Gordon as well. Let's crack this open. So there won't be any stat cards to look at again, which also detracts from the value of an unboxing, but hey, we have our bases right there. And then we have our sprue for Flass. Actually, no, Flass does not have as much flash as I thought he would. Like, as in needing a knife, it's just needing a bit of clips. And he's using the baseball bat that Gordon gives him so that he has a chance against him when they're fighting. Like, you hear Gordon's inner monologue and it's like, oh, it's been a while since I fought a Green Beret, but I better give him a handicap, so he throws him the baseball bat. And there is Gordon, the only honest cop, at that time anyway. Simple model, not much cleanup to do on that. There's a little bit between his arm that's going to be annoying to get rid of. But, good enough. And again, sadly, no stat cards to show off. But, as I say, synergizes very well with that Batman, and Flass can be an organised crime or Batman crews because he's a crooked cop. And if he's in an organised crime list, he actually lets you bring cop models to the list because it just implies they're corrupt as well. Gordon can't because he has a rule that says he can't because he's incorruptible, either way. But generic cops, even Merkel, although Merkel is the only other honest cop in the Year 1 story, but whatever. So yeah, you can include them. So that is it for the releases from last month. So for April, just shipping out now, including the bonus objective cards to complete the Batman and Joker decks. Next month we'll be taking a look at Black Mask and his releases, along with Eraser, Cesar Romero Joker, and I'm forgetting something else. But either way, a lot of new releases next month. So thank you for watching this unboxing. Hopefully we'll see that app launching soon and we'll see if it's at all usable. But at the very least, fantastic to have just all the objective decks up there, including better translated versions of prior already existing ones. So that's good. Thanks for watching. See you in the future. Ta-ta for now.